Nice. Now, every year on February the 14th, people honor their loved ones and honor one another by spending time together, sending flowers, sharing Valentine messages of love.
It's so great to be here today because today, expressing love and affection at Valentine should also be a time to show appreciation, not just for family, but for friends as well.
Yeah, so welcome to our special Valentine's edition of Wake Up Nigeria, undoubtedly the best thing on television right now.
That's right. We have a couple of interesting things lined up for you today, so you want to stay with us till the very end. Believe me, you cannot afford to miss a single moment. My name is Mary Bashua Alimi.
All dressed up in red.
Don't.
Ready for the day.
Don't.
Ready for the day.
You
can
know
see
what's
what she looks like
right now.
Now, you guys wait until you see TT this morning, man. She's all that. And a bag of chips. My name is Yomi Okwe. Now, if you have to stream, move with us online right now, tvcentertainment.tv. This particular show, you don't want to miss it, right? So if you have to go out, stream with us. But we're also on Facebook as well at TVC Connect.
And also sending comments with the hashtag Wake Up Nigeria on TVC.
Now, for this special Valentine's Day edition of the show, use the hashtag TVC Val Show on social media. TVC Val Show. Hashtag TVC Val Show.
Hashtag Wake Up Nigeria on TVC. Hashtag TVC Val Show. That's on social media, okay? So we have two hashtags today, so we can both trend, you know. It's going to be fantastic, we promise.
It is. Yes, it is. Looking forward to it.
Well, you know, of course, that our app is available for download in any Android or iOS store, so you can watch us on your mobile devices from absolutely anywhere in the world.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Straight to this morning's highlights. Lots of stuff happening on the show today. It's going to be tightly packed and pacey as well, so try to keep up with us.
Now, since it's Valentine's Day, it's only right to give you useful tips when out on a date. You don't want to miss those. You don't want to miss those at all. Now, if you're also thinking of gift ideas for your loved ones this season, stick around for a special package.
Yeah, that's the one.
Coming up shortly.
That's a nice fancy dining that you're seeing over there with Janet Aditu. And then, of course, gifts to buy and wrapping for Valentine's Day.
Now, have you ever wondered what it's like flying on angels' wings? Sugar will be coming with a beautiful love rendition. You don't want to miss this one.
Now check it out. Finally on the show today, we will get to meet our contestants who sent in all their details, hoping to find love right here on the show. It might just happen. Now, it's something to look forward to today because they're already, a few of them are already in the building. We're expecting the rest of them.
See, what I fail to understand is why Mike is not on this blind date straight. Why? How did you escape it?
How did Mike
Why are we not
escape
matchmaking Mike with somebody?
It's a good question. Nice shirt, Mike.
He hasn't not been admiring it.
Mike is really set for vows.
The rep from Mary and it's too
What are the balloons? I thought you had balloons. You had
so the balloons are right there. They're right there. They're right behind me. We can see them. Yeah.
So the red is too much. You need to douse the effect
No.
of the red. So we need to wear black to try and...
Y'all are even lucky that I even wear red wigs.
Yeah. So, it's here. So I was at the mall yesterday. What?
Everywhere.
At first, I couldn't find parking. And finally, when I found parking, disproportionately, there were guys at the mall. Ladies, they don't care.
Wow.
Just,
They were just buying things, right?
I want to buy a card for my husband. But meanwhile, husbands are where they are buying expensive stuff, like things
Like
50K and above.
Car. Wow.
But women are just buying
See the look
cards.
on his face. Mike is celebrating his single.
Women were buying cards and balloons.
Today night, someone come out and be receiving hanky. I've said that before.
No, it's not hanky.
No.
It's handkerchiefs, boxers, and singlets.
That's what I'm saying.
Complete package.
I've always mentioned it. Guys are not acting up with that.
You
Don't
never
do
know.
that. Don't go hanky, singlet, and boxers. I mean, what do you...
Yeah, but some good ideas for gifts are
Yeah.
like watches. There's some watches that are very affordable, some affordable brands that won't break the bank.
Yeah,
You know, a
yeah.
pair of shoes. Maybe your guy has a particular pair of shoes he's been wearing for a while. Hook the guy up now. You know, I'm just saying.
There's a best gift for Valentine, and I know so many guys are going to go after me for this.
What?
Yourself.
The
Love you give each other.
Wow, Mary.
All right, I have to
Not
take.
for everyone.
Just like news, your news wants to give us right now.
I have to take the news now. And health officials in China's hard-hit central province of Hubei reported on, yesterday, Thursday, that 242 people died from coronavirus, COVID-19, as of Wednesday, the highest in a single day, and more than twice the previous record high, pushing the death toll across the country to 1,367. The province's health commission also reported a huge jump in new cases, saying a further 14,840 people had been confirmed with the infection over a 24-hour period to midnight on Wednesday. Hubei is the center of the outbreak, which is thought to have originated in a now closed seafood market in the capital of Wuhan late last year. Former Shanghai Mayor Ying Yong has been appointed as the new secretary of the Hubei Provincial Committee of the Communist Party of China, replacing Jiang Chaoliang, the report said, citing the party's central committee. Now over to Bayelsa in Nigeria. In its reaction, the Independent National Electoral Commission says it would effect the Supreme Court ruling on the Bayelsa governorship election once it is served with a certified true copy of the judgment. The Chief Press Secretary to INEC, Chairman Rotimi Oyekomi, said this on Thursday in Abuja. Mr. Oyekomi says INEC is bound to obey court orders and judgments, including that of the Supreme Court, but the Commission will not act based on reports from radio or newspapers.
Tomorrow is still a long time as far as I'm concerned, because tomorrow will end 12 midnight. In other words, we'll go tomorrow morning and then it will end 12 midnight, so there's plenty of time. So even if tomorrow is the deadline set by the Constitution, I think there is hope that a governor can still be sworn in Bayelsa tomorrow. The Commission received the enrolled order of the Supreme Court. We give effect, and we have a very good history of obeying court orders and judgments.
Shops, machines and planks and other valuables worth millions of naira have been destroyed at Fajuke sawmill, Oke Omiru, Ilisha. This is coming less than 48 hours after fire razed Atakumosa central market in the town. TVC News correspondent Rafiu Hamed completes this report.
This is one of the biggest sawmills in Ilisha. The incident happened at 10 o'clock on Wednesday evening after everyone had gone home. It took the intervention of firefighters to minimize the loss. Some of the plank dealers attributed the incident to electricity spark caused by irregular power supply.
The problem of this fire is the IBDC that caused it much, because they bring irregular light. The time they will brought the light, the light will not be useful.
The fire started when the power holding company brought the light, and it sparked. It was trying to rush to prevent the fire, but it was beyond his power. So he has to start calling for assistance from the neighborhood.
According to them, the loss is huge for them to bear.
I only appeal to those who can help, especially those in government, to please come out and help us. This place, you can look at the whole place. It's devastated.
They said some government officials have visited the scene. The incident is coming less than 48 hours after the Atakumasa Central Market, where goods worth millions of naira were burnt.
We are pleading the government, especially the government of Osun, to assist it in any way they can, because we really lost goods worth millions of naira here. So we are appealing to them to assist us in any way. because we have children that we are taking care of. So many of them are in the universities.
Got the report that the Commissioner for Commerce has visited this place, and they are hopefully, I think they are having a discussion around it, and I want to believe they will very soon they will call all the stakeholders to a meeting.
Shop owners and plant dealers here are in sad mood. This is because their means of livelihood have been destroyed. They are calling on government to come to their aid. Between January and now, more than 40 cases of fire incidents have been recorded in Osun State. Rafiu Hamid, TVC News, Elisha.
Well, that's it on the news update for this hour. Let's see what the weather looks like, and after that, a quick break. All right, today, everybody knows, it's Friday, the 14th of February, and taking the newspaper headlines, starting with The Nation, it seems.
I have The Nation newspaper in my hands here. It says, Leon out, Diri hopeful as INEC reviews judgment. Supreme Court nullifies Bayelsa Governor-elect's victory. And there are quotes here from INEC, Oshomole, Wike, and Dixon right there on the cover of The Nation. Right at the top here, it says, Ajimobi sues Makinde over land revocation. Ex-governor seeks damages. Lassa fever death toll hits 70. 26 states record 472 cases. Rain of tributes for high life musician Olaya, and Buhari others mourn. Oil firm directors remanded for £2.5 billion Barclays Bank scam. Goodness me, that's a lot of money. And it also says here, flights diverted as weather grounds airlines operations. And I guess that has something to do with the Harmattan haze that suddenly, reappeared. That's what we have on the cover of The Nation.
Yeah, I've got the Vanguard here with the headline, Confusion in Bayelsa as Supreme Court sacks Governor-elect Lion. Wow. Why Supreme Court sack Lion deputy? Will obey court order when we get it, INEC says. It's a procured judgment, says Lion. Diri's meeting of 25% spread raises anxiety. Meets requirement in 5, needs 5.32 to win. It's victory for democracy. We won't abandon Imo, PDP says. And PDP candidate can't be sworn in, says Oshomole. Wike to federal government, call Oshomole to order. So there's a lot of confusion in Bayelsa right now, and today is supposed to be the day for the swearing in of the new governor. Up here, Edo 2020, Obaseki, Zeyamu, EPM, bicker over calls for surveillance on group and people. Nigeria's food import deficit valued at 1.1 trillion naira in 1 year. Wow. That's according to Nevin. And Forex, CBN introduces longest Naira-settled forwards contract. And those are the major stories that we have on the cover of the Vanguard this morning.
I have the Daily Sun in my hands here. It says here, as Supreme Court voids victory of Governor-elect Leon, confusion, tension reign in Bayelsa. Oshowole says nobody will be sworn in as governor. Stop making remarks that will destabilize Nigeria, says Wike. At the top right there, it says anxiety in Umaya as Nnamdi Kanu buries parents today. Police IPOB trade tackles. Community policing, IGP, Southwest governors meet in Lagos. Southeast governors on their own, says Ohaneze. And again, on that £2.6 billion alleged fraud, EFCC arraigns oil firm directors. I'll wrap with this one. Politicians paid miscreants to boo Buhari in Borno, according to the presidency. And ACF calls for probe of Auno attacks. That's what we have on the cover of the Daily Sun.
Yeah, we've got the Guardian here. Also talking about Bayelsa. Confusion as Supreme Court voids Lions' victory in Bayelsa. APC will reverse verdict, Oshomole declares. And Wike wants him cautioned over comments. And two other riders there you will find on the cover. Air travel in chaos as Harmattan further grounds flights. Northern leaders urge overhaul of security infrastructure to contain insurgency. And Lassa fever kills 70 in 26 states, says NCDC. And court remands company directors in EFCC custody over alleged 1.2 trillion naira fraud. 1.2 trillion naira fraud. That's two directors. Oh my goodness. That's what we have on the cover of The Guardian.
Such a large amount, it's alarming. We have to take a quick break now, but when we get back, we'll be talking about the Valentine's Day traffic in Lagos. There's so much to talk about.
I'm sure everyone is surprised to see us here. See, the love is not allowing anybody want to go to traffic this morning.
You see,
we're afraid.
Let's just give you just as what do I put it now? Just if you don't have to go out,
don't go.
Yesterday's one was mad. Like
I was in traffic. Yes.
Titi was
really I was in that traffic.
So she was updating in our group and she was saying how she was on somewhere that would take 15 minutes and you're spending almost 3 hours.
Yeah.
And this is afternoon. This is like 1 o'clock. So today, you see that you're red that I want to wear.
You'll be sweating inside. So I brought chocolates for people.
Oh, it here now.
I don't know. I wanted to...
what? So some dark chocolate. Dark chocolate, yeah.
I know dark chocolate is not sweet.
It's not supposed to be as sweet as milk chocolate. So
I heard it's probably healthier. Right?
Healthier, yeah. But I'm giving it out so that I don't sit in my room and eat everything myself. I'm on a diet.
Cool, great one.
So just share it.
You know, Mary is just having this sandwich here. I'm not understanding.
She's just eating.
Also, you're always, you used to do Valentine.
The biggest love of my life, besides some people, is food. I love food.
Speaking of food, I'm going to be doing some grilling today. But enough about me. Enough about me.
Actually, we're visiting.
Wait.
I want to chop that grill.
Wait. There is a Valentine's Day package standing by for you to see. Watch this.
When last did you go out on a dinner date with your spouse? Last Valentine's Day? Birthday? Wedding anniversary? Or last vacation? Dining with that special someone is an intimate moment every spouse should relish. They say the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. But who says women are left out? Good food is important to all, especially on a date with your spouse. Just in case you're planning your next dinner date, here are some things you might want to consider. Number 1, location. Scouting for the right location is key. You might want to consider ambience, distance, traffic-free areas, and type of food. You can make a choice based on referrals or even ratings.
So reservations are very, very important. Okay, the ambience of the restaurant is also important. Does it speak to the kind of place that you would like to go to? There are some restaurants that allow smoking. Do you want to be in an environment that has smoking? Some restaurants will tell you outside is for smokers and inside is not. Some, it's a blend. So you can choose the one you want to. Choose the location. Remember, on Valentine's Day, it's a very busy day. There's a lot of traffic. You might want to pick a place that is closer to home or closer to your offices. You know, you might not have time to go home. So you pick one that is in the neighborhood because there's always terrible traffic on Valentine's Day.
It's important to make reservations at least 1 week before your dinner date, especially if you plan to go on a festive day or during a festive season. Also, make sure you check out the prices on the food menu before you make your reservations. This will help you work with a budget.
When you do call up those restaurants for reservations, you can even ask them for the menu. Does the menu suit you? Because some of them have fixed menus and you might not like what's on that menu, or if they have an alternative, then that's even good, it's even better. The menu will determine your budget. If they tell you everything starts from X amount, whichever menu you choose, then you can be prepared for it. Don't go to a restaurant without knowing how much it's going to cost you. And some of them will tell you the menu is going to cost, for example, 10,000 naira for a couple, all right? That might not include drinks, so please ask, does that include drinks? Ask them, what am I getting for my money? What are the benefits I'm going to get? So if I bring my spouse here, what are we going to enjoy? What's the experience that we're going to have?
You might also want to consider the type of food your preferred restaurant offers and also your partner's food choices. Exploring food you haven't eaten before on a date is not a good idea.
Some people like seafood, some people don't like seafood. It depends. So are you going to an African restaurant? Are you going to a continental restaurant? What kind of, are you going to an Asian restaurant? What kind of food is your favorite? Both of you can have a one-on-one talk and say, what would you like to eat this Valentine?
Considering your partner's personality is also key when choosing a place to dine. Some love it cool and quiet, while some love to dine with others around them. Now it's time to learn some dining etiquette.
Just pick up your knife and fork in a place like this, okay? And as much as possible, you cut as much as you can, you know, and always have your fork in your left hand, knife in your right hand. Now, I find that a lot of people tend to put the food, they dig like this and cut from behind. That is actually very wrong. Don't cut from behind. Once you've found where your fork can stay solidly into the food, use your knife to cut in front of the fork and not behind, okay? So you cut it, it remains on the fork like this, and then you can eat it. Absolutely. Okay, so bon appetit.
It's always pleasant to have a lovely time out with your spouse or partner, but doing it the right way makes it much more pleasurable. So, live, be happy, and share some love this season.
Very nice. So how about a little bit of history on Valentine's Day?
Okay.
So that you people will understand what you are celebrating.
Wow, really?
I'm just saying. So I'm just going to read some things, just a short one. Valentine's Day, also called Saint Valentine's Day, or the Feast of Saint Valentine. It's actually a feast of a saint, guys. It's a saint.
Yes, it's a saint. We know.
Like
Go
a
on,
Christian.
People don't know. Many people don't know.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Of course, many people don't know.
Many people don't know.
That's shocking. Okay. go
Anyway,
ahead.
it's celebrated annually on February 14th, originating as a Western Christian feast day. It's a Christian feast day, so like holy,
like I'm feasting right now.
like a holy occasion where you express the love of God to your brethren. Anyway.
Word.
So yeah, okay, so a feast day honoring one or two early saints named Valentinus. Valentine's Day is recognized as a significant cultural, religious, and commercial celebration of romance and romantic love in many regions around the world. So we don't know what point it became romantic and romantic.
It was part of the myth surrounding it that made it a romantic day.
Yeah. So the first time it became associated with romantic love was in the 14th century. So it became a tradition in Europe and also in England specifically. And then, of course, it's now what
blew out
see.
of proportion.
It just,
turned to
because
something else.
people like love, and they want to just
So,
express it.
yes, what are we doing Valentine? If we came to New Yam Festival, Agungu Fishing Festival and all that, we need to celebrate our own things more, But there's no problem celebrating Valentine. I don't see there's a problem before people come and tackle me. But, let us celebrate our own. Let's celebrate our own. We should have something about love in our folk love.
It's called traditional marriage.
That's not
Actually, very true.
Yes.
Really?
No, because it can
Because
get
you're supposed to get married.
Do you know that it can get very elaborate? And in some cultures, once you do that, they don't care about the church or going any other religious.
Yeah, that's it.
Once you've done,
You know something. Okay, go ahead.
Someone said something and put up a white wedding. I said, look, you know that's a traditional wedding, by the way.
It's
The
a
white
tradition
wedding.
That's what I was
of,
going to
yeah,
say.
it's tradition of another country.
It's tradition of another country.
Yeah.
Where you
Yes.
wear the lady wears a white, guy wears a black.
Yeah.
It's a traditional wedding.
Yes.
And it's
Yes.
so we come and say, I want to do a traditional and white wedding. White. I don't understand what but it's a traditional wedding. It's a traditional wedding. So ours here, the one you go, you give all the yam and the plantain and the tubers. I saw this Igbo wedding and Ogbeni. That guy tried. You see the bride price. That is our tradition. Now that is the wedding. The white wedding is the traditional wedding.
Most people call it, like when you get the invitation, though, right? A solemnization
Of holy matrimony.
You get so. I think that also because mentally you want to feel, especially for the bride, she wants to feel like she's married, and so that public show that I'm finally married and the man has...
I'm hooked.
Exactly. So that public show of putting the ring on the finger, with this ring, wed and all of that. So that connection is important.
So, sometimes we forget the fact that marriage it's beyond the wedding. So many people spend money on the wedding. I was watching a movie a couple of days back, Yoruba movie, where the guy started showing his wife Pepe. I was even shocked, Yoruba. Why? Because his mother-in-law demanded all his life savings for him to marry the girl. He could not now get the 3-bedroom apartment he promised the woman. So the girl was really going through a lot of frustration.
So from what Mary said, there are two things out there. I don't know. We not have time. For the first time in maybe like 7 years, I watched a Yoruba movie yesterday.
You watched that film. You were reading subtitles.
They forced me. Somebody watching that. I didn't have option. I let to look at my phone. I last saw it.
Okay, so what was the film about?
I cringed. When say cringe to my soul, let me tell you that if I start.
But Yoruba films have this.
It depends
way
on
of,
the kind you watch.
Yeah, exactly. So if you watch a Yoruba love story, have you ever watched a Yoruba love story? Not all the other.
Like Give Me My Lover.
Yeah, like all those really love. You see how love cuts across
slow motion.
social status, cuts across how much money you have, cuts across ethnic groups, cuts across everything. So love can hit you anywhere.
You see, talking about those marriages,
We are very unrealistic.
a video that is trending.
really?
I don't know if you might have seen it. We'll round up with this one. A video that is trending. There's this guy who is a court wedding and they're reading their vows. They're saying their vows. Yeah. And the lady goes, the lady has finished her vows. The guy's done. The guy says, okay, so I take you, Titi, to be my lovely wedding wife, and no other woman shall come. So his friends are videoing it. When they say no other woman, the friends start laughing. You see this one? No, that's not the funny thing, though. You see this one? The guy was at the friend. Baba burst out in laughter. In front of the court.
In front of the court.
I'm telling you.
How
The friend
sad.
say,
How sad.
this one.
You know what? We need to take
Mama
this
joins
break.
the
We'll be
laughter.
right back.
Find some love.
Valentine's has been celebrated many years across the globe, and if there is anything tied to it, it is gift sharing. Every year, couples try to figure out what best to buy for their partners, and it's never an easy task. So we at Wake Up Nigeria decided to send our own MM.
Valentine's Day is almost here, people, and it is that time of the year where we show how much we care about our loved ones by gifting them. So, with a budget of 10,000 naira, people, just 10,000 naira, I will be exploring a co-market on Valentine gift ideas that we can give to our loved ones this Valentine season. So, come with me.
So, we decided to take you to the one place where people go to do shopping, generally in Lagos Eco Market. After looking at a couple of stores, we arrived here.
Okay, so remember, our budget is 10,000 naira, so we're seeing what we can get for 10,000 naira. So I have my gift box, and this costs is 1,200. So, right, we've not spent up to 10,000 naira. We have 7,600 naira worth of gift items that you can get for your loved ones this Valentine's season. So, like I said, we are still touring around to give you ideas on gifts that you can get for your loved one this Valentine's season. And so far, we have gotten a few. Let's see other options, all right?
The lady was helpful as she provided and recommended Valentine's gifts best fit for a 10,000 naira budget. So, after achieving the impossible at Eco Market, we decided to go all the way to the Palms to visit a couple of highly recommended stores, Hallmark, Honor Pandora, and May Brands.
After a hectic shopping experience at Eco Market, I am here now at the Palms Shopping Mall in Lekki. Well, you remember, with a budget of 10,000, I was able to get items worth 7,600 naira at Eco Market. Let's say if we'll be breaking the bank here at the Palms Shopping Mall in Lekki, which of course is very expected. And remember, I am shopping for Valentine gift items for my loved one this Valentine season. Come with me.
Now we know for certain we might not be able to achieve the same feat of Valentine's gift with 10,000 naira, but let's give it a shot at Hallmark.
With 10,000, I was able to get all of these items, and well, we're still shopping.
Well, 1 down and 3 more to go. Maybe will be able to get a couple of things for her husband at the next store as she is really keen on it. Maybe a shirt and something to go with it. Wow! So she got way more than she anticipated, but for these Valentines, I think we are going all the way. Now we need to figure out what other accessories we could get and recommend.
So the amazing charm bracelets here, rings, beautiful rings I can see here, lovely ones. I am a lover of rings. I love rings anytime, any day. And this is one store that I'll definitely be bringing my husband to on Valentine's Day to pick something really nice, you know, to tell a story, our love story.
Everywhere looks bright and shiny, and we are certain that there's something for you and I this Valentine's.
Thank you very much. So this is the last item I'll be getting here at the Palms. It's been such an amazing shopping experience, I must say. But I know that I've been able to help with a few Valentine gift items you can get for your loved one this Valentine season. I've got mine. I hope you go get yours.
Some people are just waking up, which is a good thing. And just to say to you, if you didn't know, today was February 14th. The rose is a perfect love symbol because it represents all things sacred, pure, and romantic. And welcome to the second hour of the show.
Now, so we offered you guys a chance. We are glad you took it. We asked for some details and 3 love totems mentioned on the show. And you guys lived up to expectations. Now we want to say thank you so much for participating.
Yeah, so it's really, really good. We're going to be doing our blind date.
Yes.
A bit of matchmaking on the show today. Yeah. It's just a way of celebrating love.
That's right.
And yeah, so it's
definitely
nice.
something to look forward to because as it is, you're going to see something interesting happen on the show. You know we like our Friday games, but today is going to be
different, interesting. Make sure you follow us till the end of the show.
That's right. Now, of course, you know we love sharing our mornings with you, and being here on Valentine's Day makes it even more special. So stay with us for the next 1 hour, 45 minutes. My name is Mary Bashua Alimi.
And I'm Yomi Ope. We are also streaming live, so you can take us with you if you have to go out on TVCentertainment.tv and on Facebook at TVC Connect.
Yes, you can also send in your comments with the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC. We are also making use of TVC Val.
Oh yeah, so TVC Val Show,
TVC Val Show
is one of the hashtags we're also using today as well. And you know that our app is available for download as usual. And you can find the app on the iOS store and on the Android store as well.
Yeah. Now, back with us in the kitchen today is Chef V.
Chef V is
just
going to
about
be joining
to
us.
set up. Yes, he's going to be joining us
Just
in a bit.
just setting up, just stepping in actually. Probably a bit of traffic, we know, but
Must have in traffic.
we're going to be helping him set up whatever he's going to be doing today. But very nice.
Yeah, he's preparing a meal for the couple wings today. See?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they are very special as guests today.
Chef V is
We
going to
can't
be
wait for that
flexing
one.
some Valentine breakfast.
Yes,
very
he's
nice.
going to be showing himself. Okay, culinary skills.
So check it out. First musical performance for today is from actor and singer Chinan So Young, and she's going to be joining us for a chat as well on the show.
You do makes me wanna get with you. Can't understand how.
If you ever wondered what it's like flying on eagle's wings, Sugar is going to be joining us on the show for a beautiful rendition of Love.
Finally, we will get to meet our lucky contestants, guys who hope to find love right here on the show. You don't want to miss a single moment, believe me. Blind date.
Okay, so Pretty Woman,
Pretty
right?
Woman.
Guys, Pretty Woman was like, you know, apart from Titanic, which I would have shown later, but Pretty Woman, guys, what are your thoughts on Pretty Woman?
Okay, so for me, Pretty Woman is a movie that
A
you
call girl,
cannot
exactly.
imagine yourself even having a steady marriage. Talk less of getting a Prince Charming.
Exactly.
We're used to Cinderella, the good girl. We're used to this, we're used to that, but finding such a precious person in that kind of area, it was magical.
It was really, it's a fun watch. Julia Roberts at her best. And when you look at the way the movie was shot, there was no pretense about it. It was very, very real. So you could feel like you were like in her shoes, literally in her those boots. I felt for her when she was in that shop and they sent her away. And I felt like there are a lot of girls that have felt like that they go into a shop and they feel like they don't belong there, you know. And I really, really love that movie. Really,
I think it was a really good film. But one thing I took out from that film is that, you know, money is good.
Just like Crazy Rich Asians.
money is good.
Crazy Rich Asians. That was
money is good because you know, the guy was super confident. He just felt like, you know what, whatever you need.
Even Davido has sung it.
Did you get
Love
like,
is sweet.
I'm serious, you know, because
the confidence.
Look, without money, man. See all this love that we're talking about.
Money is not everything. Yomi, just give us the news before you start talking money.
Love without money is annoyance.
Wow. Somebody is talking with a lot of vengeance
put you in trouble. So yeah, get that money first before you think about love.
It's not about the money, y'all. It's not. You can
So
find
she
love.
says. But we're going to take the news now. And health officials in China's hard-hit central province of Hubei reported on yesterday, Thursday, that 242 more people died from the coronavirus, COVID-19, as of Wednesday, the highest in a single day and more than twice the previous record high, pushing the death toll across the country to 1,367. The province's health commission also reported a huge jump in new cases, saying a further 14,840 people had been confirmed with the infection over the 24-hour period to midnight on Wednesday. Hubei is at the center of the outbreak, which is thought to have originated in a now-closed seafood market in the capital of Wuhan late last year. Now, former Shanghai Mayor Ying Yong has been appointed as the new secretary of the Hubei Provincial Committee of the Communist Party of China, replacing Jiang Qiaoliang, the report said, citing the party's central committee. Now, over to Bayelsa, and in its reaction, the Independent National Electoral Commission says it would effect the Supreme Court ruling on the Bayelsa governorship election once it served the certified true copy of the judgment. The Chief Press Secretary to INEC, Chairman Rotimi Oyekomi, said this on Thursday in Abuja. Mr. Oyekomi says INEC is bound to obey court orders and judgments, including that of the Supreme Court, but the commission will not act based on reports from radio or newspapers.
Tomorrow is still a long time as far as I'm concerned, because tomorrow will end 12 midnight. In other words, we'll go tomorrow morning and then it will end 12 midnight, so there's plenty of time. So even if tomorrow is the deadline set by the Constitution, I think there is hope that a governor can still be sworn in Bayelsa tomorrow. The Commission received the enrolled order of the Supreme Court. We give effect, and we have a very good history of obeying court orders and judgments.
Now, the 6 state governors within the Southwest Zone that came together to form the security outfit codenamed Operation Amotekun will today sign the legislation into law. This is expected to lay to rest all controversial issues surrounding the establishment of Amotekun, which became necessary due to the prevailing security situation in the country. The governors were moved to take action to protect the lives and property of those who entrusted them with the powers to govern, since it appeared that the federal police was overwhelmed with worsening insecurity across the country. Well, that's it on the news update for this hour. Stay tuned for the weather.
Welcome to the kitchen right here on Wake Up Nigeria. Chef Uncle V.
Hello, guys.
Woohoo!
Valentine.
Yes, Valentine. And it's preparing Valentine breakfast for us this morning. This one is really special. Something about platters. What are we having for breakfast?
So we're having a special Valentine's Day platter. Basically, what we're doing is we're just making a lot of finger foods that each couple could just have fun over and just enjoy their day. So we have everything here. We have our minced beef. We have our cucumbers, our carrots. We have our sausages. We have our eggs and hot dog buns. We have our olive oil, our tomatoes, and our spices.
What spices are we making use of?
We're making use of pepper.
Black pepper,
Black
that
pepper.
is, Cameroon,
We're making use of garlic, powdered garlic,
could have sworn that was white pepper.
seasoning, and then salt.
Okay. Now, this is quite like if you want to even give breakfast in bed.
Yeah,
you can just put a little of everything so the person feels really special, you know.
It's still very early, you know.
It's still very early. You can
just
see if you have
go
some of
into
these
your kitchen.
ingredients. In fact, it's likely you'd have all of these ingredients at home. You can actually start doing something now. Just follow what we're doing, okay? All right, so what's the first thing we're doing?
So first off, we're going to dip our olive oil in our pan.
Olive oil?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so run me through the process, please.
Okay. Now, once we'll put our oil, then we're going to add our carrots and cucumbers. We want to saute it for a bit. Then we'll take it out, then have our eggs dipped in it. And then we can prepare our minced beef.
Seems like a very easy
thing
to do.
Very easy. Just
maybe because you said it's spread. That was why I thought,
exactly.
it's going to be something very complicated. Okay, so are we going to season the minced meat?
Yeah, we're going to use our pepper and garlic to season.
Can we do that now?
Yeah.
Okay. Or you want to do it when it's in the pan?
Okay, let me get...
Okay, so this is actually a fantastic thing to do for your partner. It's not too late if you've missed this morning. There's always tomorrow morning. Technically, I've always believed February 15 is also an extension of Valentine's Day, especially if it's the weekend, please. So you can still do this at home tomorrow, okay? Yeah.
Okay, so...
All right.
Just take this off for a bit.
Okay. I love learning things in the kitchen when Chef V is here. Like, I think I've probably tried almost all your recipes, and they're always a hit. Thank you so much for what you do. Okay, so that's garlic going in.
Garlic.
Okay.
And then we'll have our pepper.
Black pepper. Okay. Okay.
Seasoning.
Seasoning goes in next. Okay. Okay.
And salt.
And then salt.
Yeah.
Okay. So
you
you're
want
gonna
to
now press them
you want
together.
to mix that.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right, so we'll get this going. We'll run you through how we achieved it much later, all right? However, right now, we have our very first performer for today. Her name is Chinonso Young Imesiobi, and she is a talented singer, stylist, and actor with over 20 movies to her credit. She started singing at a very tender age. Now, fun fact about her, she's also a very good dancer. Since it's Valentine's Day, she's here to perform her very first single titled Spooning, produced by Johnny Drill. Hi, Chinonso.
To me, the way you they make me feel, sometimes feel like say I know if we breathe. Love me like we ain't got tomorrow. Boy, we got today. Baby, I'm here to stay. Love me like we ain't got tomorrow.
Welcome to the big games this Friday morning. It's the season of love, and we have a lover boy in the house. It's been a while, but me and the lover boy is in the house. Yeah, it's great to have you, Ian. So what's your plan for Val's Day today? Do you have any plan? You
As usual, it's work day.
It's work day, okay.
Definitely we have to indeed get the job
done. I'd love to see maybe a feature on the love lives of some sports people. Maybe you can do something.
A lot of them.
Okay. All right, so let's kick off today. I'm appalled, and that is how we're starting this segment this morning. Yesterday, it was announced that the NFF have picked an assistant coach for Gennaro Law. Now, it is a norm around the world that the head coach comes with a coaching staff, which would include probably a physio, a trainer, an attacking coach, and all of that. But this is very shocking in the sense that Joseph Yobo, to the most that we know, does not even have his coaching badges yet. But what do you think? Is this an indication of a problem within the coaching system, within NFF and RAW, or why the sudden announcement of an assistant coach?
Well, if we take a look at what has been in the national team before now, we've seen Imama as the assistant of Gennaro Law. We've also seen Salisu Yusuf as an assistant to Gennaro Law. But for Salisu Yusuf, the bribe scandal didn't help matters. That indeed took so much away from his image, and also it was going to rub off negatively on the Super Eagles. That's one. Secondly, Imama had the opportunity of, tutoring the youth sides, but didn't get the best of results. Now, going forward, I think to a large extent, the way and manner the NFF went about it was wrong. We must admit that. But then, if you take a look at it on the long run also, there could be, that's the gamble there now, which a lot of Nigerians aren't comfortable with. There could be some form of hope.
A silver lining.
Now, you're looking at Nigerian players who are more experienced. Nigerian players who've given so much to the national team and are thinking of indeed coaching. We saw the likes of Sunday Gochukwu-Olise. All didn't end well with the NFF. We saw the likes of Stephen Okechukwu-Keshi. May his gentle soul continue to rest in perfect peace. He was so experienced. He was arguably the best, player who played for the national team and coached.
And coach Samson Siasia also.
Samson Siasia at this point in times are the toughest, for CR1. And we hope he gets some form of positive results.
Now the point is, when Raw put out a statement, I mean, it was an indictment of how despicable what the NFF did. He said he wasn't even informed.
It shows how the Nigerian Football Federation have gone about handling things once again, which is totally wrong. But I want to get some form of consolation.
Okay, yes, let's talk
in
about
the fact that we've always clamored for, more caps than any player living or dead in the history of the Super Eagles. This is one man who at some point in time captained Everton Football Club. Call him, see him anywhere and say, Ogoni Blanket, he will give you a smile. That was his nickname during his A days.
100 games.
At some point in time, he was wanted by Arsenal and Manchester United, but he was loyal to Everton Football Club. Now, let's take a look at what is happening at the biggest level, where they see football as huge and big business. In the Premier League, we've seen the likes of Mikel Arteta. After, his playing career, went straight into coaching. Now, we've seen a lot of, players towing that line. Wayne Rooney doing the job of a player coach at this point in time at Derby County. We've seen the likes of Frank Lampard also towing the same line. Now, the NFF are trying to do something right, but probably didn't go about it the right way. Now, it's up to Yobu and the NFF to ensure that they get that coaching education while being an assistant, under Gennaro.
So he should be a trainee coach. A trainee coach. That is
He's
what
not the
he
main
should be.
coach at this point in time.
He should be a trainee.
But
He should not even be an
the
assistant.
fears is that at the moment, negotiation between the Nigerian Football Federation and Gennett Roar has not been smooth.
Frank Lampard, even though Chelsea's ban was overturned, they were unable to conduct business in the winter transfer window. But now they have announced, or actually this is from Erik ten Hag, the Ajax coach, who confirmed that Chelsea are in negotiations or have completed negotiations, even though personal terms have not been agreed, between Chelsea and Hakim Ziyech. Is this a good signing for Chelsea? Is this a sign that you think can take Chelsea to the next level?
Fantastic signing. The right player for Chelsea Football Club.
Yes, Chelsea
Take a Football Club, and will it indeed be a big hit? That's what it must indeed prove in the coming days when it joins Chelsea.
All right, wonderful, wonderful. Okay, so moving on from that, the EPL has been on the break. It's still on the break technically, which I don't think is working for them. We'll talk about the merits of that break maybe some other time. We'll just focus on it because I think it's not going to help them at Euro 2020. But the remaining 12 teams, including Manchester City, who had a postponed match, are going to be playing their matches this weekend. That means that there's a chance for Liverpool to go 25 points. It's going to be even farther than the highest ever in Europe. 25 points ahead. Liverpool have the next 4 or 5 matches are
Norwich
winnable.
City is next, you know, and I think it's almost done. You know, the maximum 3 points should be in the bag for Liverpool, except there's an
That thing is done
upset.
and dusted.
They've won the Premier League trophy in almost 3 decades, and the trophy indeed is coming to Anfield at this stage. So they are oozing in confidence going into that game against Norwich City.
Wonderful.
Will Norwich give them that upset? I don't see.
No,
it
I don't think so. I don't think so.
You
It's
know,
not happening.
Sadio Mane brings something
It's not going to
fresh,
happen.
you
It's
know,
not
from
going to happen.
injury.
It's not going to happen.
It could be 25 points this weekend from Liverpool.
Right, very fast also, before we discuss all the EPL games, of course, the Champions League will resume next week, of course, for the second round of fixtures and all of that. And we're looking at mouth-watering fixtures. How far do you think Liverpool can go with the Champions League? Of course, we'll go up against Atletico Madrid first of all. How far do you think they can go?
Well, the good thing for Liverpool is the fact that they're a team that score goals. And if you must indeed get the job done against Atletico, you should indeed score goals. Atletico, they're very, very tight at the back. That's one thing that Diego Simeone has. And if you take a look at one thing I'm not comfortable with Atletico Madrid is the fact that the caliber of players Diego Simeone has in his midfield. You know, you expect these players to churn out, you know, maximum creativity.
But it's not happening.
But it's not happening.
It's not happening.
The young lad who moved from Portugal, you know, to Spain in over €100 million deal, João Felix, in my own opinion, isn't having the best of tutelage under Diego Simeone, because Diego Simeone does not come with that creativity. He scores a goal and keeps it tight. You know, you don't play
We have quite a lot
of your players.
Let's
that's the problem.
Well, let's see how much you can pick about. Let's run fast. Wolves up against Leicester today. Very short. What do you think about
That's
that match?
an open game.
It's an open game.
Leicester
Should be an
City,
interesting match.
Leicester City likes to play the kind of open football. Wolverhampton Wanderers also very dangerous side. That's the good thing about Wolves. They are still in the Europa League.
All right, wonderful. Let's rush to Chelsea, Manchester United. It is expected that Odion Ighalo might make his debut, but as it stands now, he's not training with the team due to the fears of coronavirus. Even though he will travel with the team, do you think he would make his debut against Chelsea?
I want to believe so. I want to think Odion will indeed make his debut. I still spoke with him yesterday, and Odion is oozing in confidence. He's working hard. Now, this is what Manchester United have decided to do. They've also gone against you. They've gone ahead more than what the government expects, despite allowing him to come from China. Yes, not from the city of Wuhan, but then they've now gotten a training base for him, you know, in the taekwondo training gym with their own trainer. From Manchester United to work with Odion Ighalo. Now, Manchester United have gone to Spain, and that's what they've been doing, working on his fitness. Yes, if Ole is telling you he's going to travel with the team, he's gotten some positives, you know, from the trainers, and that's why he's going on
Chelsea
Monday.
Man,
now he brings something different.
He does.
You have a Martial who loves to come from the wings. You have, you know,
a Mason Greenwood, a James.
But if there's one man who could do the hold-up play, if there's one man you can never underrate, if there is one man who gives you an average of a goal in 2 matches, it is Odion Ighalo.
Wonderful.
And I can't just wait. I hope he scores.
Just one.
You know,
just your pick. Chelsea Man, who do you think is expecting a match?
Well, it's going to be a very difficult one for Chelsea.
Who do you think?
Chelsea are not indeed doing very well under Frank Lampard lately. Manchester United have done very well against Manchester City twice, but the consistency has been the problem. Will they get it? Will they make it count?
So who do you think will take that match? Who do you think will take that match?
It's open.
It's open. All right. Okay, thank you so much, Mia. It's always great talking football with you. We could spend hours and hours, but then we'll take this break now. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back. There's still more to come on the show.
We are on our own vibe. Welcome to the kitchen right here on Wake Up Nigeria. It's Valentine's Day. And Chef B and I are... Don't worry, I'm wearing enough red.
Give me red now.
Don't worry, I'm wearing enough red for both of us. I was tricked into this. But it's all good. Chef Uncle B is making breakfast, not just for us, but also for the lucky couple. Or rather, the two people who will become a couple today. All right, so breakfast today, just called the breakfast platter, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Valentine's breakfast platter.
Valentine's breakfast platter. As you can see, it's quite a platter on the table. We've talked about the ingredients earlier. We also prepared the minced meat for what we plan to do with it. Valentine breakfast platter, the ingredients are currently on your screen. Salt, eggs, carrot, butter, sausage, minced beef, hot dog buns, black pepper, powdered ginger, garlic plantain, olive oil, cucumber, seasoning, bell pepper, spring onions, and fresh tomatoes. So what are we doing now?
So right now we're going to pan grill our sausages.
Okay, pan grill it.
Yeah.
Okay. So no deep frying for these sausages?
Yeah, no.
Okay, okay.
We'll just put that there.
Okay.
Then we can apply...
You're going to season it with black pepper. Do you know I've never seasoned my sausages?
Oh, you should try it. It's really nice.
Really?
Yeah.
I have never. Nice. Like, it's usually maybe I mix it into eggs I'm frying or put it in the toast after doing something to it, but never really seasoned it.
So while that's cooking, we'll prepare our minced beef.
Okay. So onions first.
Onions.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Just saute that for a bit.
Okay. So after the onions.
Yeah, we're going to add our beef.
Oh, so no peppers yet, right?
Yeah, not yet.
Okay.
Because we want the beef to be a bit cooked before we add that.
Okay, okay.
So you can still have that crunchy feel in your veggies.
Okay, so no garlic in this because some people don't like garlic. And we don't want the love to end here. We want the love to be everlasting. So we want a meal that everybody can enjoy. Okay? All right.
So
you're sauteing
this should be this should be
ready to
on very low heat.
Okay.
Yeah, so it doesn't burn.
Any reason for that?
Yeah, so it doesn't burn.
So it doesn't burn.
Yeah.
Okay. So do I turn it?
After a bit, because you want it to cook, then you turn it.
Okay. So we continue this way. Are we going to put the rest or it doesn't matter?
We will.
Oh, so it's bit by bit till you finish cooking. So we are satisfied when it has turned dark brown.
Dark brown, yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. So because it's minced beef, it's going to be easier for the cooking.
It to cook, yeah, it's going to be really fast.
Okay. Okay.
So.
All right, that's about it regarding that. Now we didn't show you the plantain earlier, but remember we said it's a breakfast platter, so there's a lot that will be in it. Besides the plantain, I know we have lemon zest for something.
Yeah.
What is the zest for exactly?
We're actually going to use the zest on our beef.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when it's ready, we'll just grate it.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay. Okay. So we are going to put zest in there.
Yeah.
And then, of course, quite a load of stuff to pick from this morning when it comes to breakfast. Now, funny thing is, have you ever tried making bread with plantain before?
Well, to be honest, that was one of the weird meals people ate, bro.
It is not weird. V, you should try it. Let me tell you what to do. I actually tried it lately. I think that was January. That was quite recently. And ever since, I do it every Friday. Like I made it this morning. So what you do is you cut your plantain, you fry it like make dodo, and then you put it in your toast.
Okay.
Uncle, hey, Uncle V, oh my gosh. It is heavenly. Of course, you won't put it alone, though. You put sausages, sardines, and the rest.
Okay, there
not
you
just
go.
bread and plantain. They are not doing it from the village. They can't.
So I'm wondering, like, why would you eat only bread and plantain?
No. But it actually gives a sweet taste to it. You should try it.
Does.
I know you like experimenting with food, so I
had a friend who came over this week. He made banana French toast.
Banana French toast.
Oh my God, like it was really nice.
It's the same thing now. Is it because I said plantain?
No, you need to test this. Like,
Uncle
it has a
it's
base.
the same thing. Which base? Don't use my imagine. It made me feel like I was eating something weird. Banana, Plantain, potato, potato. What's the difference? See this guy.
Okay, I think we can flip that now.
Okay, I should flip that. Okay, so I'll go flip that. But first, we need to join Yomi right now. I know for sure he's about to have a conversation with Chinon. So, hi, Yomi.
Thanks, Mary. Things are looking good over there in the kitchen. And you heard her earlier on when she was doing her special song for Valentine's Day. Chinonso Young, Miss Yobi. She's a talented singer. She's a stylist. She's an actor with over 20 years of course, with over 20 movies to her credit. And she started singing at a very young age. And here's a fun fact about her. She's also a very good dancer. She's here to talk about her the season and her journey so far. And of course, this special song that she did today. Good to have you join us.
Thank you.
And happy Valentine's Day to you.
Happy Valentine's.
Spooning, that song. I mean, it was really nice. Everybody seemed like they were really feeling the song in the studio. You saw
good.
that
That's good.
earlier
Like
on.
that.
So really, really good. Produced by Johnny Drill.
Yes.
That's. I mean, he's a great producer and a great singer as well. Why did you choose Johnny Drill to produce a song for you?
I love his sound. I love his sound, and it was such it was a blessing working with him because he's childhood friends to a very good friend of mine. So I had to open that door, we have to do this. And I've always loved Johnny Drill, and getting a song produced by him is amazing. It's like a dream come true.
Yeah, that's really, really good. I mean, I know you've been acting since 2007, which is way back when you were on the stage for the first time.
Yes.
So this year, 2020, which is many years later, is really you coming into your own because now you want to really push your music and be out there with it. How are you going to balance the two? Acting, when you get a really big script or a major role, and music. If your music is also taking up this year, 2020, how are you going to keep that balance?
Well, I'm very sure when I get to that bridge, I will cross it. But I do intend to explore music this year. It's been other people. I've been dishing out my musical talent for other people. So I feel it's high time the spotlight is on me and to see what I can do. I'm done singing in the shower and in the kitchen always. So yeah, and this is my first single. This is me coming out to say, yo, guys, I'm here. I want to do this. I'm ready.
It's really, really good. Very exciting. One or two people were asking, I thought she was an actress. When you started singing, and because it was very professional, it came out very well. Voice was powerful.
Thank you.
And it also seemed like, obviously, you had a good producer who was also able to bring that out of you. And the lyrics were good as well.
Yes.
And it's also very nice that you brought it out, on Valentine's Day.
Yes.
So, with the music, what are the things are you looking at doing? Because I know that this is a romantic song. Is that if you had an album, is that what the focus would be like for you, or is it different genres?
You're definitely different genre. I would like to tweak every kind of emotion: love, anger, hate. Whatever it is, I would like to touch each and every one of those emotions. So what a better way to start by starting with love, which is the Valentine period, so yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, movie projects though. You have a couple of movies coming out soon.
Yes.
Lagos Witches or Echo Witches or something like that you said.
Yes, it's a series.
Yeah. Okay, it's a series. That's coming out soon.
Yeah, I'm in that.
And you're also going to be starting a production pretty soon as well.
Yes, in March.
Tell us about that one.
Oh, wow. Well, I love music, and I would love to mix film and music. And this project coming up has music in it. I get to sing, I get to act, which I've done in some other projects as well. Yeah, so it's exciting. I'm looking forward to it. And subsequently, there are other projects that I'll be doing as well. And I'm also going to be bringing out an EP much later.
Much later on in the year.
Much later.
We are looking forward to it, and we're rooting for you to succeed. We're going to be talking about you on the show, and I'm sure that we'll want it to all be positive to the end of the year.
Definitely.
Anyway, if you didn't hear the song earlier on, the song is called Spooning. If you don't know what spooning means, just leave it. But yeah, Chinonso Young. Very, very special, and she's a friend of the house. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so let's get a feel of that song while we're taking a break.
2 hours gone already. Unbelievable.
Pretty fast, pretty fast. It's because it's a nice show today. And,
yes, it is.
Breezy, very nice.
Yeah.
Breezy show.
You know, it's been a morning of good music, movies, sports, and so much love in the air.
And you know what they say about saving the best for last. Now, this final hour is the very best. We still have something special coming up very shortly.
I'm actually looking forward to it. I can't wait to see who's gonna be a couple today. Like, they're still like single guys.
It's gonna be happening.
3 ladies, 1 guy, what today?
Very shortly, in a few minutes.
Yeah, it's all about love today. Express love, agape love. Give and show that special someone you care, okay?
Agape love, yeah.
Agape,
I like
I know you would like that.
The love of God is shed abroad in our hearts.
Okay, my name is Mary Bashra Ali.
And I'm Yomi Okwe. Get online right now, stream with us. We're at tvcentertainment.tv and on Facebook at TVC Connect.
And also sending comments using the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC.
And for this special Valentine's episode, use the hashtag TVC Val Show on all our social media platforms, Instagram, Twitter, and on Facebook.
Yes, that's right. You also know that our app is available for download in any Android or iOS store. So you can watch us on your mobile devices from absolutely anywhere in the world. Okay? All right. So we head straight to the highlights.
Yeah, coming up
now,
short.
have you ever wondered what it's like flying on angel's wings? Sugar will be coming with a beautiful love rendition. You want to listen to this one.
Finally, we're going to get to meet our lucky contestants, guys and girls who found, who hope to find love right here on the show. So looking forward to that one particularly because we've been talking about it for weeks now.
Seriously though, guys, have you ever been on a blind date? Ever?
So
No.
it's very technical. It's to say blind date, like the way we're doing it today is very blind, so to speak. But blind date is essentially just going to a place to meet someone you've never seen before. Yes, I've done
Yeah.
You would have. You would have.
No,
You would have.
so it was a lady, there was a lady, an older lady, that told me, her son, is looking for, a girlfriend. And the woman was
That's
just
not
so
blind
nice.
now.
She came to meet me in the supermarket. I understand she was like that. She knows that I'll be the perfect person for her son.
Oh, so you're in the supermarket and
yeah.
just approach
That time you
Just
were still
came to
Titi
meet
Fanta.
me. She came,
So what now
and the
happened?
woman had some serious intellectual conversation with me, blah, blah, blah. So by the time she gave me like 3-4 missed calls, I had to meet her son.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was what happened.
Please,
Then
I want to know the end of this story. It's so
the guy was like, so I'm just here because my mom said I have to be here. And I was like, me too. But such a lovely woman, though.
Yeah,
and-
not talking about women.
yeah.
It's just a follower harangued me. I don't know how about sending a birthday message, and I had to her mom today. So I just had very short. Maybe in birthday message we can include it that people can send short messages, 2 lines at most. She says this is Ayo giving a shout out to her mom, Mrs. Funke Salisu. Says you're my mother and you'll always be. I can't replace you with anything or anyone. The plan is to make you proud, and that I will. Have an amazing birthday from your daughter, Ayo. So we'll get a picture on Tuesday, and that's happy birthday, Mrs. Funke.
So
Very nice. I hope she's watching.
Yeah, I really hope so. There were these 2 videos I saw yesterday that I just shook my head. So there's one that is a song. The other was a single guy who was literally going on a tirade. Like, he was really upset about the whole Valentine thing. Leave us single folks alone. Stop trying to matchmake us the way we've been doing for Mike.
Yeah.
Like, when I was watching it, I was imagining it was Mike saying these things. But you know the second one? I'm very sure you guys have heard this one.
What?
Valentine is coming. Very annoying song.
Where's your boyfriend? Tokwe has been singing that song.
I sent you a DM.
DM. No, I like your picture.
About a month ago, I shoot my
My
shot.
shot.
Hey.
And you know the part that got me?
song is that?
I'm going to play it for you.
Is that like a song?
You are so lonely.
Now Valentine is coming. Where's your boyfriend? Say first of all, where's your flower?
So Tokwe had been singing that song all through the week, and I was like,
I haven't heard it.
She was just humming
It's a hit
I
song.
saw it
though.
yesterday.
A hit song for this
Like
period.
these guys, they were wearing coral robes and like they were in a garden and on the streets, and they were taking this thing personal. There was a time they started
So they
crying.
sang the song.
I'm telling you.
So see, don't kill yourself. See, the point is, I've always said it. Valentine will put the kind of pressure on you that, man, it's like a pressure cooker. Don't kill yourself.
True.
See, like me now in our church, we don't celebrate
Unless
Valentine.
you're one.
In our church,
That's why you decided to bring the drip today. You're literally dripping. There's dripping paint.
You can lick
on
your
shirt.
screen. Lick your screen. It's
Wow.
not about, just lick your TV.
Go to
Your TV screen. Now. You can touch it. You can lick the screen. So what I'm saying is that, look, for single seminar today, so it is the love of God is shared abroad in our heart. According to how you said it, the love of God is shared abroad in our heart. Singles, today don't do anything. If you do anything today, all the Scorpios, this one is today that it started.
You
if
mean,
you're a Scorpio,
please.
Do you know somebody told me that he's very sure that I was conceived today because my birthday is November 14th.
if you're a Scorpio,
Like, it's exactly 9 months.
so please, the singles, the love of God is shared abroad in our hearts.
I don't understand what's happening here today. I don't understand.
So it's about time for us to take the news. And health officials in China's hard-hit central province of Hubei reported yesterday that 242 more people have died from coronavirus COVID-19 as of Wednesday, the highest in a single day and more than twice the previous record high, pushing the death toll to 1,367. The province's health commission also reported a huge jump in new cases, saying a further 14,840 people had been confirmed with the infection over the 24-hour period to midnight on Wednesday. Hubei is at the center of the outbreak, which is thought to have originated in a now closed seafood market in the capital of Wuhan late last year. Former Shanghai Mayor Ying Yang has been appointed as the new secretary of the Hubei Provincial Committee of the Communist Party of China, replacing Jiang Qiaoliang, the report said, citing the party's central committee. In its reaction, the Independent National Electoral Commission says it would effect the Supreme Court ruling on the Bayelsa governorship election once it is served with a certified true copy of the judgment. The chief press secretary to INEC chairman, Rotimi Oyekomi, said this on Thursday in Abuja. Mr. Oyekomi says the INEC is bound to obey court orders and judgments, including that of the Supreme Court, but will not act based on reports from radio or newspapers.
Tomorrow is still a long time as far as I'm concerned, because tomorrow will end 12 midnight. In other words, we'll go tomorrow morning and then it will end 12 midnight, so there's plenty of time. So even if tomorrow is the deadline set by the Constitution, I think there is hope that a governor can still be sworn in Bayelsa tomorrow. The Commission received the enrolled order of the Supreme Court. We give effect, and we have a very good history of obeying court orders and judgments.
Now, the 6 state governors within the Southwest Zone that came together to form the security outfit codenamed Operation Amotekun will today sign the legislation into law. This is expected to lay to rest all controversial issues surrounding the establishment of Amotekun, which became necessary due to the prevailing security situation in the region. The governors were moved to take action to protect the lives and property of those who entrusted them with the powers to govern, since it appeared that the federal police was overwhelmed with the worsening insecurity in the country. Well, that's it on the news for today on Wake Up Nigeria.
Cause when you're in my arms, you make me prouder than anything I ever could achieve. And you make everything that you...
The ladies like this one. You're gonna hold that one. You're gonna hold that up. Titi and Mary are. I mean, they are over their heads now. In
Mike, over what?
You have a question for Kenny about love. Titi, you have something you want to ask Kenny or talk to him about love or something. Titi.
Do you sing like this to your love?
Oh yes, every
You
day.
do?
Every day.
Every day?
Every day. I sing in the bathroom. I sing in the bathroom. So whether she likes it or not, she will hear it. So directly or indirectly, she gets
You
to hear it.
you better sing very well.
All right.
We'll sing it.
Wonderful. Sugar, of course, is an international songwriter, music producer, R&B soul artist who is also a karaoke anchor. He anchors and sings at events and delivers top-notch performances. How are you doing, Kenny? Sugar, by the way. He's my man, so I miss it at times. So now let's talk about love. What is love to you?
Love, it's all about giving as far as I'm concerned. I think when you give and you don't have the expectation of receiving back, that is just.
I hope you ladies are hearing. Don't
it's
give
just,
and
it's just about giving and not expecting anything back.
They hold their Valentine gifts. Where's my own?
Do you understand? They give and hoping that to get back. So
Yeah.
it's just about giving, showing that you care, in ways that a whole lot of people can't phantom. They're just like, how can this person show this kind of love to me? I mean, do this kind of thing to me and not expect anything back. That's
love for you. All right. So your fans out there, those who look up to your music, what should they expect? What are we expecting 2020 from Sugar?
Okay. Well, 2020 it's a win-win year for everybody because it's 2020. There's no loss. It's
wonderful.
win-win. Is it that 2020? Is it a win or a draw?
Preach, brother.
Yeah. Is it a win or a draw? So
like
there's no loss for anybody. So 2020 for me is actually a winning year.
What projects you have coming up? What can we look forward to?
Well, I intend to drop a single this year.
Oh, wonderful,
Yes,
wonderful,
I intend to
wonderful.
go to studio and drop a single this year.
Okay.
But I want to project more on my karaoke
Karaoke,
anchoring.
wonderful. I know you're a karaoke anchor. I know there's a lot you do about karaoke.
Yeah.
For you, what is karaoke all about? Is it just to come and sing? What does it mean to you?
Well, to me, actually, karaoke, music is life. First things first. A whole lot of people don't know that music helps you in so many ways, emotionally, health-wise. Now, I didn't learn music. I didn't learn how to sing. It came to me naturally. So at the point, I just felt, what am I doing with this talent? A lot of people say, Sugar, what do you do? What's wrong with you? Come on, go out there. Look with this kind of voice. What are you doing? Come on. So all of a sudden, I was at a karaoke spot one time and I picked up the mic and I sang. I was like, this guy can sing like this. Then all of a sudden, it just clicked to me that, listen, you can make money off this stuff too now.
I like
so
that.
So I started anchoring karaoke. And along the way, or along the line, I saw that it was not really just about the singing. You meet people, a whole lot of people, whereby you connect. At the same time, and I say money, it's also helping, do you understand, in little ways, in bills and all that. So karaoke to me is life. It's life itself. I would like to use better than 9 to 6.
That's for you.
For me, it's better than 9 to 6.
That's for you.
So I mean, to me, it's life. Karaoke is life. So I really implore everybody, out there to try once in a while. Go out there, even in your bathroom, try and sing. It helps you. It brings down the blood pressure, and a lot of people don't know this.
Some of us are champion in the
they like to.
Once we come out, it's a problem.
So and karaoke. One thing about karaoke is that a whole lot of people think when artists go into the studio to sing, they believe that it's just easy. So they can criticize and say, this guy doesn't sing well. He's not singing well. But if you come to a karaoke lounge and you pick up the mic and you hear yourself sing, it's like, hey, at times it's not coming out well. Do you understand? So you might want to have a feel of how you sound on the microphone.
On the microphone,
Do you understand?
right.
And if you like the feel, you want to come back and do that.
try it out.
In the process of doing that, you're also helping yourself to build your immune system. I'm not a
Because
doctor.
music, yeah.
But seriously, it has helped me.
So,
It helped me improve in so many ways. Music wise, knowledge wise, intellectual wise. You understand?
All right,
Even
good.
things that you didn't even know before.
You could do it.
Do you understand?
Now,
So-
I know that apart from music, you do other things. You're a producer also. You're a graphic artist also. There's so much about you and all of that.
Jack.
Jack of all trades and all of that. How important is it for somebody to have different things? Because we know music can be quite a hustle here. How important is it for someone to have other things? And how are you managing with all those hats at the same time, being a graphic artist and also?
Okay, first things first, you need to prioritize what you want most in your life. Okay, I started with, I had my BSc in computer science. Just because the way our education system works in Nigeria, it's not top notch.
Yeah.
So it's really difficult for you to get a good education. So I went into graphics. I was good with graphics.
Yeah.
And, I saw that music itself was life to me. I grew up knowing music.
Yeah.
And I just like, okay, let me do something with music too while I'm doing graphics.
Okay.
So, and thanks to God, my schedule was so flexible that I could actually work both ends.
And all of that.
So, but at the end of the day, I saw that music was taking more
the time and all
of the
that.
time.
Okay.
And I didn't really want to go into music because we have so many artists in Nigeria right now. So if you come out, they just see you as one of them.
One of them.
Do you understand?
I get you,
So
I
I
feel
didn't
you.
really want to come out as one of them. I wanted to come out, at something different.
Okay.
So I picked up the karaoke line, thinking that it will give me an upper edge over other artists. I know half the vocals, but probably I don't do dancehall like every other artist do. So it's a bit difficult for people in my genre to try and sing and make it in.
Yeah, in that general, I get you. I
So
feel you.
it's a bit difficult.
Okay, we
but-
have to round up with it.
All
So
right, all right.
just let's round up. Where do people catch you up? How do they hit you up? Social media.
All right, social media. I'm at sugarlois@gmail.com.
Okay.
Then on Instagram at Flextabulous, FLEXTABULOZ.
Where can we catch you doing karaoke?
Okay, I'm at 8 Balls
Okay.
on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Okay.
I'm at Tatiana Hotel and Lounge on Mondays in Festac.
Okay.
I'm at One Nation Hotel and Garden on Wednesdays. In fact, I'm karaoke
Karaoke every day.
So-
Just follow him on social media and you can get all the information on karaoke. Thank you so much,
Right,
Sugar.
thank you
It's
very
been
much.
having you. All right. So yeah, but that said, our wonderful love performance. There's still now we've spoken about our love game. We have a love game coming up, a blind date coming up. We have so much about that. We'll take this break now, and the best part of the show is coming right up.
Welcome to The Guardian. We talked about this earlier on. We're talking about this for weeks now, and finally we are here. Now, it's our blind date segment on Valentine's Day. We're giving our viewers the opportunity to find love on Wake Up Nigeria. How special is that? Anyway, so eventually after lots of entries that we had from guys and girls, we finally settled on these 3 very special ladies joining me this morning. And they're also very beautiful. On my left, I've got Mary. How you doing, Mary?
I'm good.
Good to have you join us on the show. And I have Opeyemi on this side. Hi, Opeyemi.
I'm fine. Good morning.
Are you good?
Yes.
You're
Fine.
happy?
Sure.
You finally made it. You're on the show now. And I've got Oluwaseun here. Hi, Oluwaseun. How's it going?
I'm very well. Good morning. Thank you.
Okay. So you guys are looking so lovely, very nice. I'm going to ask you a few questions very, very quickly. And we'll then head on to the studio where a handsome gentleman is waiting to choose one of you to go out on a blind date. So it's a blind date, right? So you guys have never met, but you're going to meet him today. But it's only going to be one of you that will be going out with him on a date that is sponsored by us, right? So let me start from you, Mary. I'm going to be asking you a question.
Okay.
And then hopefully we'll get the other ladies to respond as well to these questions. So first, Mary, define the man of your dreams. Who's the man of your dreams?
Okay. I'll start by saying I'm one who is emotionally sensitive and who is tall and brown skinned.
Brown skin.
Yeah.
I don't
And-
know what brown skin means, so a little bit dark. Okay, so tall, dark, and handsome. Sort
Yes.
of. Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
generally so. And one who is smart and a sense of humor.
Sense of humor. I like that. I like those combinations. Smart, sense of humor, tall, dark, handsome, and sensitive. That's what she said. Man of your dreams. Who's the man of your dreams?
Okay, I'm not really particularly about the look, but someone who is sensitive, someone who is caring, a straightforward guy. You know, nowadays guys they have to corner, but they know where they are going to.
Yeah.
A man who fears God and someone who respects a lady a lot. Yeah.
So respect is very important for you.
Yes, yes.
Obviously.
Yes.
I like that. Mary said she wants a man that is sensitive. That's the kind of man you want.
Okay, so my ideal man must be smart. He must be a Christian. He must be romantic, you know what I'm saying? And he must know how to cook. Because I'm not a kitchen fan, so he must know how to cook, and he must know how to sing. For moments when we get angry with each other, he must know how to sing, and of course, he must know how to carry me like a baby girl.
So you don't want to marry a skinny guy that is, he has to have energy to be able to lift you up. Very nice, I like that. Now, I'm going to ask three of you one question, and I want you to answer it as quickly as possible. If you had 1 million naira to spend in one day, right? 1 million naira to spend in one day. Now, this is a way of testing what is most important to you, right? So if you had 1 million naira to spend in one day, what would you spend it on?
Well, first of all, I'll just go straight to my tailor because I'm an entrepreneur and I'm into events. And I'll go straight to my tailor, bring out new fabrics and go into new styles when it comes to ushering because I've actually been looking forward to that, bringing out new costumes and exploring in the event industry. So I'll just get it signed with my tailor and spend it on that.
Wow, so she put 1 million naira in her business. What would you do with 1 million naira in one day? Like you have to spend the whole thing one day.
One day.
Yeah.
I think I'm an entrepreneur too. I'll put in my business. And there's one thing I love to do. I love kids a lot. So maybe like creating a center for painting school. I love painting a lot. So I think I can do that with 1 million naira. Make people happy. I love kids a lot. So
make people happy.
Yeah.
So more of philanthropic type work.
Something like that.
With the 1 million. So you will do business, you will do philanthropy.
With business, I'll put in business.
Yeah.
Then also create a painting school where kids can come in to paint. Because I've been dealing with kids a lot. I notice it's something that gets to their attention. They like drawing, painting, and so. So I think I will be able to create a painting school where they come in, paint, design, or anything you want to do.
Yeah. So business, philanthropy. Is she going to buy an iPhone 11, something like that?
No, I won't. I would first take a portion of the 1 million naira and send it to church. Yeah. Yes, I'm going to.
Church girl.
Well, no.
Okay.
So I'm going to do the partnership thing, and the rest of the money I'm going to invest it into an entrepreneur. Yeah, so I'm going to invest it into the event planning industry. Yes,
okay.
And of course, if it now remain, I'll not get myself a small gift.
A small gift. Okay, so now you guys, we're talking about love today, and we're talking about the dates that you're going to be going out on. Is there something that you've done on a date in the past few years when you've been dating? You guys are still pretty young, but that you considered very daring, like, oh wow, I did this on the date, and or maybe even starting from before you dated. Maybe you sent someone a DM and it happened, and then you guys made up or something like that. What's the most daring thing that you've ever done on a date?
Well, nothing serious, just movies.
Okay, so nothing daring. So you never really done anything daring that you felt,
really.
no, that was dangerous. Okay, how about you?
I don't think I've done any.
Okay, so you guys don't do any dangerous things.
No, I don't think I've done any
This
dangerous.
is Lagos. You just keep a low profile before somebody comes to kidnap you, right?
No.
Shion, have you done anything dangerous?
I don't know if it's dangerous,
You
but
look like somebody that likes adventure.
that was traveling down from one state to another.
To see somebody?
No, for a birthday surprise.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So that was daring for you. Anyway, so I know that the gentleman who is going to choose one of you is watching very closely and is listening to everything that we've been saying over the past 5 minutes or so, and he's trying to make his choice. He's trying to decide. Okay, so these ladies are very interesting, in their own way, and all of that. But if you had the opportunity to sell yourself, right? Well, not sell yourself in that sense, but talk about you as a person, right? If you wanted somebody to really know the essential Mary or the essential Okpeyemi or the essential Oluwaseun, what would you say in 30 seconds?
Well, generally, I'm a very straightforward person. I'm very honest. I don't say A when it's B. So I I'm this kind of person that tell you exactly the way it is. So I would say that I am a very honest person. Yeah.
Honest, straightforward Mary. How about you?
Okay. Peaceful. Slow and steady.
Slow and steady.
Mm-hmm.
Slow and steady. So if anybody's dealing with you, they should take it slow.
Slow and steady. Peaceful.
Okay. Peaceful.
Yeah.
Gentle.
Yeah, no gra-gra.
No gra-gra. Is that the same for you too? Are you a troublemaker? You look like a trouble. You look like, I don't know, this Oluwaseun looks like she's a mischievous troublemaker type of person.
Okay, so I can't promise not to do gra-gra, but I am absolutely caring and I promise to treat you like a king.
Hey!
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Oh boy. Okay, anyway, so if you were talking to the guy now, right, and you had the opportunity to just say something to him, because now you've described the kind of guy that you want, and you were talking to the guy now and you wanted to say something that, that this is the kind of person that I want you to be to me, what would you say? 10 seconds.
Well, I would say I just want it to be my peace of mind.
Ah, peace of mind. I like that, peace of mind. Okay, what would you say? One word.
Peace of mind.
Peace of mind. Peace of mind.
Peace of mind.
All right, so we're heading to the studio now where I think the choices are about to be made and then we're going to make an announcement in a few minutes. I don't know who's with the gentleman.
All right.
Someone, but let's head to the
I'm
studio.
sitting here with Leo. Leo is very handsome, if I might say so myself, and he's been listening attentively to the three ladies.
Okay.
Which of their answers really struck you? Do you remember? Is anything that just pops out?
Yeah, if I would listen very carefully, I think the second girl actually caught me with some other attributes she mentioned. I was quite impressed.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, please take note, he has never seen them before. He could only hear their answers.
Yeah.
And you're saying contestant number
2.
Number 2?
Yeah.
Contestant number 2?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I need to confirm the name of contestant number 2.
Yeah.
Okay. The lady wearing blue, I need to confirm her name. What's her name?
Contestant number 2, is it the lady
Because I can't see you either. What's her name? Mary.
Wow.
Okay. All right. And now we have made our selection. So, what exactly are you looking for in your ideal woman? Quickly as possible.
Okay, if I would say in just a short word, I'm looking for someone I could possibly have common goals with, someone I can understand, someone that can add value to what I already have.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
An ideal woman who is possibly perfect, not completely perfect, but someone I can call my friend.
All right then.
Yeah.
So I need to confirm the name of contestant number 2 again. I cannot see them. Okpeyemi is the name of contestant number 2.
Is Okpeyemi.
All right. Beautiful. I just had to confirm one more time.
Okay.
And that is your selection.
This is Okpeyemi.
And hopefully she will meet all your goals. They are going to be going out on a date today. We have a special package at the Signature Lounge at the Film House Cinemas for them. We also have a spa day prepared for you. You're going to have a special makeover, hair, makeup, everything's going to be done just for you.
Wow.
And hopefully she's on her way into the studio to meet you officially for the very first time.
Okay.
I have a feeling today's date is going to be very, very interesting.
Okay.
Let's go to the kitchen and find out how the chef has been preparing for us while we wait for Okpeyemi to come into the studio.
All right.
All right.
You see the breakfast platter?
Yeah.
This is what. Mike, stop, Joe. We have guests. Kiloman Sheno. You guys,
like that.
welcome to the kitchen while we await Okpeyemi.
Yes, Okpeyemi.
So you guys can finally meet.
Yes.
I know you haven't seen her yet, but welcome to the kitchen.
Thank you.
Today's chef is Chef Uncle V.
Okay.
And he's made the Valentine breakfast platter.
All right.
Okay.
And this is specially for you and your blind date.
Okay.
So you guys are about to meet now.
Okay.
And then, while we watch the sparks fly, he also has a bottle of red wine
Okay.
for you. Okay. This is in case you need more of this. Okay.
This
and then
platter looks amazing, I have to say. Amazing.
Then, of course, you can always include whatever you want.
Okay.
This has the minced beef,
Okay.
and this has the egg. So, Chef V, tell us about this meal.
All right, so it's a season of love, and apparently food connotes love.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so this is
Guys,
for
I'm
you,
presenting
and that's
someone
special.
very
lady.
special.
Okay, hi.
Okay, we'll have here Opeyemi.
This is Opeyemi, the winner.
Hi.
All right.
Opeyemi. Meet Leo. Yeah.
Hi, Leo. How you doing?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Looking tall, sharp.
Thank
All right.
you.
Ready for the day.
Please
Let's
take
have
a
a seat
seat.
over here. Okay.
All right. So
just to remind our viewers, these guys are meeting for the first time, and they're going to be having a special date today.
Yeah.
All right.
Very nice.
Okay,
very nice.
so here you go. Breakfast is all yours, served by Chef Uncle V.
Okay, on the same platter.
The love starts here. Okay, so
Very nice, very nice.
because of the positioning, the cutlery is the other way around.
Ooh.
So I'll need you to just pick yours.
Okay.
Yeah, so we should probably put it the other way around. That's very gentle.
Hey, goodness.
Yes, sir.
The
We
love
got some
starts
wine.
here.
Very nice, guys. Very nice. Well
Okay.
done, Chef V. You're adding some spice to our morning this morning.
Yes,
Really,
sir.
very good.
Yes.
Very good.
All right
we
then.
have
Okay.
eggs,
Yeah.
cucumber and a bit of vegetables, and then we'll have minced beef.
Please eat, go on.
Please have a
it.
taste.
It's all yours.
Start from
You can
anywhere.
try whatever you want. You can try
Start
the
from anywhere,
bread.
start
You can
from
try
anywhere.
anything you want.
You guys, thank you so much for coming and for joining and participating in the show. And congratulations. You're going to have a great day. And we want to hear from you guys later on as well. How it went. And I'm sure even our viewers want to know how today went for you guys. Very nice.
Yeah.
A big thank you to Homely NG for the kitchen accessories on the show.
Yes, indeed. And of course, a big thank you to everyone who's been on the show today. You want to wrap up? You want
Yes,
to wrap
indeed.
up?
Yes, indeed. We're wrapping up.
Yeah.
Happy Valentine's Day to all our viewers and their loved ones. See you guys on Monday.
Make sure you show some love just because
It's Valentine's Day. Have a great weekend.